Hey guys, I'm Rhema, and this is my show where I highlight everyday entrepreneurs. This week, I'm talking to the owner of Creators Print House. Stay tuned. This is Today with Ray. Hey guys, it's Rhema with another episode of Today with Ray. This time we're here with a good friend, Robert Flood, owner of Creators Print House. Rob, can you tell us how is it that you got into entrepreneurship?
Well, I got an entrepreneurship because I wanted to find a way to not only work for someone else, but to work for myself and also create some type of generational wealth that I could pass on down to my kids.
Right.
So, started back in 2016. Well, actually 2011.
Okay.
When I first became an entrepreneur.
Right. So 2011, you decided, I don't want to do the 9-to-5 anymore. Did you start your business here or somewhere else?
Well, I first started my business in Raleigh.
Okay.
Which I was more of a clothing designer.
Okay.
And we create different brands.
Right.
I actually started this company, Creators Print House, in 2016.
Okay. So tell me the transition between moving from Raleigh to Wilmington. What were some of the hurdles that you overcame?
Well, one of the big things was like I say, it was more or less of having a brick and mortar. We kind of did a lot of stuff through the websites and different stuff like that. So when I came down here, it was all the process of this vision that I had of Creators Print House.
Right.
Was the steps of actually putting that together.
Okay.
And also creating some type of traction and trying to build my customer base up.
Okay.
So then when I came back down to Wilmington around about 2012.
Okay.
So I started Creators Print House in 2014. Mm-hmm. So I say within 2 years, it was pretty much kind of building up to actually creating what we have now.
Okay. And walk us through those steps of that 2 years where you were building up your customer base, getting the idea for Creators Print House. Can you walk us through some of those steps that you actually took before you actually opened up Creators Print House?
Okay. I guess one of the good things was that I did have some traction in Wilmington with a lot of customers already. So I was able to build upon those customers.
Right.
So with this new printing process that I brought down to Wilmington, which was sublimation, I was able to start, hit the ground and start showing this new process to a couple different people or whatever. So from 2014 to 2016, I got with a couple of my partners now and kind of like shot the vision to them. And in the meantime, therefore we started looking for building.
Right.
We had to look for equipment.
Okay.
Learning the process. So even within those time frames, I had bought a smaller machines to what I have now. So in a sense, to try to perfect the craft.
Right. That's so important.
Yeah. Yeah,
perfecting
definitely.
It. So sublimation, is that the only thing that you guys do at Creators Print House?
It's not.
Okay.
Yeah. So sublimation, it was the base. It's how we started out, which started carrying word of mouth.
Okay.
And my thing was, in order to be a successful company, is that if you're able to offer your customers a variety of different products, then that can also help boost up your sales. So I was able to add on these other print processes like screen print. We was doing vinyl. We was doing digital transfers. And now we're doing embroidery.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's almost like once you build that customer base, now with the base that you have, you can use that same base to sell them these different type of products.
Wow. I love the steps that were taken. If you can see my shirt now, I had to represent. This was actually made at Creators Print House. So if you're looking, you got something in your brain, you need to put it on a shirt, make sure that you hit them up. I'm here at your new location.
Yes.
Off of Oleander.
Oleander Drive.
Right. So tell me, you started, your previous location was off of Princess Place.
It was.
Right. So can you walk us through how it is when you go from one spot to a bigger location and some of the hurdles or challenges that may come with that?
Okay. Well, actually, this is our 4th location.
4th. Okay.
Yeah, number 4.
Okay. Growing is good. Growing is good.
Yeah. So we first started out. Well, I kind of can say my 5th because I kind of first started out in my garage.
Okay. We all got to start somewhere.
Exactly. So the first brick and mortar we had, it was on Kerr Avenue, and it was 1,200 square foot.
Right.
That's when we first started out. And it used to be so hot in that building. Like
Sure.
customers will literally sit in their car and place their order versus coming inside and placing their order.
Wow.
That's how hot it was. So then we moved from there. We moved out on Judges Road, which is 1,600 square foot. Then our third move was where we moved on Princess Place, which we had our own building. First time having our own building without it being connected to other buildings. And then this is our new location, which is now we're sitting at roughly 3,500 square foot.
Wow. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. And one of the main things was that each move to us was more of an investment.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like, okay, we start here, boom, we get our money up, we invest to get a bigger spot, you know, and we kind of grew along with our customer base.
Right.
You know, so really the hurdles that we pretty much encountered was probably actually moving a lot of equipment from here to there.
Get your muscles up.
Yeah. But now is that with a bigger location, and you know, we went out and we really jumped into the embroidery, you know, which gives us another customer base that we can target.
Right.
You know, and so with the building that we have now, pretty much is that with 3,500 square foot, you know, that's a bigger rent.
Yeah.
You know, so the main thing, and like I said, it's all an investment.
Right.
You know, and a lot of times when you invest your money, you know what I'm saying, you're not looking for it to come like back tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Which would be good if it did, but you know, but it didn't. So like I said, this is our new investment, and now pretty much is that we just trying to hit all these avenues and just trying to make sure that we keep our money coming.
Yeah.
We just got HUD certified.
Okay.
You know,
can you tell the audience real quick what is being HUD certified? What does that mean?
Well, HUD certified means that it's for historically underutilized business hub. So pretty much what it is that certain amount of business goes to like minority owned, women owned, you know, black owned business, but it's a process that you have to go through to actually get hub certified.
Right.
You know, and a lot of companies probably fail to do it only because of the rigorous process of amount of paperwork that does it.
Oh, I'm sure.
But you know, the good thing about it is that once you get your paperwork is that you get these emails from a lot of companies in the area, Raleigh, Charlotte, all over, that may need, like, say, like you may have a university that may need like 100 t-shirts, or 50 t-shirts, or 1,000 hats or whatever. So now we're able to go through these emails and place a bid to get these contracts.
That's so smart.
You know,
that is.
And so pretty much that's hub certified. We're hub certified.
Yeah. So if you're a local business, he got the jewels for you. If you are a minority, women-owned, like you said, black-owned business, that's something you might want to jump on. Yeah, because the way I see it, that as a company and the way that you want to grow, if you're able to get contractual business, you know, there's always business that's going to always be there. Right. You know what I mean? So you get these contracts, and, you know, if everything goes as we plan, we can survive off contracts. See, and then you get your return on your investment, and then in 3 years down the line, you're in a bigger space. Exactly. Wow. So, okay, we got the full story of your business, coming, the stepping stones of that. So I know that you also are a husband, a dad. How do you manage those alongside of being a full-time entrepreneur? That part is tough. You know, and then another thing, I actually, in the process of creating this company, you know, I was working for another company. Okay. And at that time, my wife was pregnant with my son. Oh, gosh. You know, so I had quit my job, started this company. And, you know, and like probably the day after we had my son, I told my wife I quit my job. Oh no! Yeah, so she like, what? That's a different story. Yeah. And but like I said, it was all a leap of faith, because I felt that we had something great, something good. Okay. You know, and a lot of times is that you got to take advantage of the opportunity. You got to take advantage of the now. Right. You know, because it could have been like, I could have said, you know what, I got all this going on. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna push this to the back and try to do this. You know, and the opportunity may never come again. Right. Or some people, they harboring on the stability side. Yeah. It's like, okay, you know, I got a wife, I got a kid on the way, and it's just like, I'm not gonna take that opportunity, but you did, and you're here now. Yeah. So now it's just now is that you know, as we're growing,
you know, it's still kind of tough, but the balance, it's somewhere you got to find some type of balance in there.
Yeah.
And I'm still trying to find that balance.
Okay.
But like I said, it's all a work in progress.
Right.
And my wife, she pretty much boosts me up and, give me a little motivation.
Yeah. That's the power of having a good partner, though. When you choose right,
yeah,
they're here for you.
Yeah.
Good. My final question is, what piece of advice would you give someone that's looking to be an entrepreneur?
All right. So basically, anybody's looking to be an entrepreneur. The one thing I would say is that if you have a vision, and a lot of times what happens that it's a lot of people, you may have a great idea, right?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of people that may also have that great idea also. Yeah. You know what I mean? And sometimes, it's all about who putting it out there first. A lot of times if you wait, somebody's going to end up coming and taking that idea. Right. And then now you're sitting by like, well, dang, somebody just stole my idea. No. Yeah. You slipped, you took too long, and somebody else was brewing that same idea, so they took advantage of it. So what I would say is that if you got an idea, you got a vision, you really feel comfortable in it, it's something that you believe in, it's to jump out there and go do it. Don't wait for tomorrow, because tomorrow's never promised for you. You know, in order to be successful, you got to take risks, but take calculated risks. Know what everything that you're putting in there, know or have an idea of the consequences and repercussions that's going to come behind your decision that you make. Yeah,
that's real sound advice. Yeah. Everybody listen out there. That was free.
That was free.
Next time it won't be.
Free game.
Okay, real quick, I'm going to do a speed round with you. Just some couple of questions that they can get to know Rob. And so, outside of being an entrepreneur, what is something that you like to do?
Outside of being an entrepreneur, I'm definitely a football fan. I like to watch my Eagles.
Okay.
I like to relax and go on trips.
Yeah.
And, that's the main thing because, after a long days of work and different stuff like that, you got to find some way to relax.
Right. Absolutely. Halloween's coming up. You got any plans to dress up with your kids?
We may get into some little trick or treat or some trunk or treat.
Trunk or treat, yeah.
We did last year. We partnered with a guy out of Fayetteville that we came up. We had a little trunk or treat at our shop. So that's probably an option or something that we may do this year.
Do you have a favorite candy?
Whoppers.
Whoppers.
I know it's kind of odd, but I used to love Whoppers.
Like old man candy.
Oh no, that's almost like them Werther's original. Yeah. Peppermint. I always find you a stale piece of peppermint in a church suit or something.
Right. That and a balled up tissue.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I want to thank Robert Flood for coming on the show. Again, he's the owner of Creators Print House. If you need anything to be put on t-shirt, hats, hoodies, what else?
Hats, hoodies, we do towels, we do throw blankets, we do graphic designs, we do embroidery, we do varsity jackets, which is big right now. So we do a wide variety of things.
Right.
Wide variety.
If you need any of that, make sure you come here first. I'm Rhema T. Bye.